everyone, welcome to the Voice of Charon Healing Podcast. I am Almighty Servant Charon, here to let you know you are power, you are light, you are loved. So now I'm going to tell you a little story about a point where I thought I was being so good. I was going around doing charity work, trying to raise money for charities, trying to help foster kids in need, underserved people in underserved areas. I was doing all this stuff and just trying to be loved, trying to be loved, trying to be loved, trying to be loved. Okay. And one day, as I was having a conversation with God, I got this force field of super powerful energy. When I tell you what you guys have heard before and probably do not believe, is we have superpowers beyond superpowers. And some of the superpowers that we have, some people do not need to be having these superpowers because some people will go crazy with them. Okay, I'm talking about showing out and making the world a low vibrational place. Now, as I say this, there are certain people that do know about these superpowers that we on earth beings, flesh suits have, okay? And they are doing everything with the addictions and the things that they put into the air and the things that they put into the food and the things that they put into our eye gates, the programming of the television, the programming of the music, slut music, low vibration, low vibration, low vibration, low vibration. All of that stuff is so that you do not step into your power. Hear me clearly. If you do not have a beautiful heart, that superpower that comes from God may be held away from you. But if you're supposed to be a certain antagonist on earth, then you might have a superpower, even though you're of a lower vibration. Okay. Regardless of all of that, I was tapped into a superpower that I didn't know I had, and God won't give me access to again. Okay. And it was when I was looking into quantum physics. Now, don't come to me asking me questions about quantum physics. I literally forgot whatever I had saw, whatever I had learned, but something in that activated something in me. And as I was thinking about all of the people that I went around to asking for donations to help heal and uplift the world, as it came to me very, very, very concretely that the fact that when people donate, most of the time it's not because they care, it's because of some incentive and this and that and that. And I'm talking about the people with the most money, quote unquote, in this world, the businesses, the system, the government, all of that. Okay. Um, A lot of them really truly don't care. That's a point blank period. We know it. But I went on a mission where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna inspire the world to love. I'm gonna inspire the world to care. I'm gonna show them that if we just all come together and put $1 each, we can change the world ourselves. Yeah. Okay, that was my what do you want to say? Overzealous, over whatever, in the sense that really, 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 really thought that I could bring the world together to care about others in a positive, unselfish way. Okay. Now, when I realized that it really is, this world is literally set up to keep people down for real, for real, for real. It's really set up to tear people away from themselves. Really, really, really. It's really set up so that it's hard for people to love themselves truly for what they are, as they are, without the makeup and the weaves and the this and the that and the so-called boyfriends and the so-called trends and the so-called trinkets that other people don't have that makes them so-called better, which isn't true. All of the mind warped manipulation that goes on in this world, when I just really saw that it is really just a freaking system of whatever, let me tell you, I got so upset that I literally wanted to rip the world apart. Now, listen to me carefully. I don't mean rip the world apart like destroy it, But what came into my mind was separating the wheat from the tares, or whatever that saying is. So, you guys, when I say I literally pulled all the energy of all there is on earth, and all of this energy was coming through my hands as I was bringing my hands up around a circle up to the top. And when I got to the top, I was pulling all the energy through, you guys. And then my intention was to literally just yank apart and separate the wheat from the tares, so that the people that wanted to be evil, they can be wherever they need to be on this side of the universe, the world, whatever. And then the people of pure intention hearts, no one's pure all the way, but you know what I mean, those who aren't seeking to destroy others evil heartedly, they'd be over here safely, and then the universe, earth, would be a better place. You guys, when I got to the point of being right where I was going to rip and separate the two, like enough, stop this BS on the people, stop the stronghold on over people's minds, stop this BS. When I went to rip and separate the two, you guys, God literally took all of the power from my hands, from my beings, you guys, and I fell to the ground crying. And I was like, why, God? Why? Why did you stop me from helping the earth in this way, from separating the evil intention from the good intentions? And you know what God said in that moment, you guys? You can't separate the good from the bad. You can't rip it apart like that, because you'll rip yourself apart like that. And the mind blowing boom. I'm going to say it one more time. You cannot separate the good and the bad and rip it apart like that, because you'll also rip yourself apart, because no one is free of sin. No one is walking this earth perfect. Even when you're trying to be the best you can be, there is always something that is off. There is always something that is not exactly right in the perspective or the alignment of another person's life or another being's life. Insects, bugs, food, the earth. Like, there's always something that you are doing that is not of the best benefit for someone else. So it is very important that we recall, you guys, that no one here is set to judge. No one here is in a position to judge. No one here is in a position to judge. Now, we can judge ourselves, okay? We can purge ourselves. We can look at ourselves. We can try to fix and make ourselves better. That we can most certainly do. And even with that, you guys, some of the pains and traumas that we go through, we can't even see ourselves. So we can't even judge ourselves correctly. Okay. So let's try to be better at not judging people, okay? Let's try to be better. Now, we can see a definite right or wrong in our life. Like, we like to slap our grandma's wrong, we can go with those things. But when it comes to looking at other people and judging their life and thinking that you're on some high vibration and you're way better than somebody else, no, 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 no. This life is a journey. Anything that you do know, anything that you are graced with on a higher level of sacred wisdom or whatever, that is a gift from God. So even with that, take your head out of your butt if you think you're so high and holy because you think on a higher vibrational plane than most. A lot of people need to get the sticks out of their butts, and a lot of people don't even know the sticks are in our butts, you guys. Everybody has a little stick up in their butt in some way of something that they think that they are so great with that they can lick down on somebody else about. But we cannot, we should not, because there's so many things about ourselves known and hidden that we should be focused on changing and uplifting and healing and curing and purifying within ourselves, okay? And when we focus on the things and becoming greater people within ourselves, that reflects out into the world, and that is how we can help make the world a better place, a greater place, a more loving place, a more peaceful place, a more healing place. It all comes up to us, you guys. It all comes up to love. Just like my book, it all comes up to love. All right. Okay, I'm trying to keep this one short. Get the message. It all comes up to love, and let's not judge. Let's heal ourselves so the world can become a greater place. You are doing absolutely amazing no matter where you are in life, okay? You choose right here, right now, what type of person you want to be today. Are you going to be a loving force in someone's life, or are you going to tear someone down? Are you going to be a loving force in your own life, or are you going to tear yourself down? Lift yourselves up, you guys. You are priceless. You are worthy. You are valuable, okay? You are worth it. I love you. Love yourself. Love everyone. Almighty Servant Charon, out. You are loved. I am the voice of Charon, an almighty servant of God, okay? I love you, love yourself, love everyone. You are power, you are light, you are loved. Make sure you subscribe to the Voice of Charon Healing Podcast, where I speak about any and everything as soon as it comes to my heart. You are power, you are light, you are loved.
This episode is sponsored by Fearless Glory Publishing. Take the first step towards a life of true forgiveness and love with our best-selling book, It All Comes Up to Love, How to Truly Forgive via God's Source, our Creator. Order your copy today at ebook.almightyservant.com.